Welcome back, everybody. Chef David here from NuWave, and today we're gonna have some summertime fun. We're gonna use our cold press slow juicer, the Nutri-Master, and make some fantastic summertime drinks. The first one we're gonna make is a Piña Colada, but we're gonna make it from scratch. We're not gonna use canned products like this coconut milk with preservatives and emulsifiers. No way. We're gonna make our own coconut water, which you see on shelves everywhere. It's very good for you. And we're gonna make our own coconut milk by extracting with our slow juicer the actual coconut meat. Then we're gonna use some fresh pineapples. Then we're gonna use some fresh limes. A little bit of the old standby rum. We're gonna have a fantastic, made from scratch Piña Colada. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna extract some coconut meat. Now this is not the easiest thing in the world to do, but I'm gonna show you anyway because I think it's kind of fun. But there's some precautions. So the first thing I do is I buy young coconuts. Really nutrient dense, the water is slightly pink. Drink the water, you can mix it into the Piña Colada like I'm going to do today, or you can actually strain this out and use this, and it's the exact same thing as the coconut water you buy at the store. Same thing. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a pre-cut, and I call this pre-cut because it has a line drawn around it. Makes it easier to crack in half. And there's two things you should know. One, every coconut has eyes. The older the coconut, the easier it is to poke the eyes out. There's different methods on that that you could research to do. But whatever you do with a coconut, please be very safe. The second thing is you can just crack it in half and strain the water. And I'll strain this later and I'll put it in the slow juicer. And then we'll extract the meat. So the first thing I do is I take Dad's old hammer here and I just very simply follow that line, give it a couple of good whacks. Hold it tightly in your hand and I do it over a bowl. Now, I gotta be honest, guys, this is actually kind of fun. But now you'll start seeing some of the coconut water starting to come out. And this is exactly what I wanted. So that comes out like that. Give one more bap, and we have two perfect halves of coconut. So what we want, again, is this coconut meat that we're gonna make the coconut milk from. So let me put my hammer away so I don't hurt myself. Take a good look at some online research before you try to get the meat out of a coconut, okay? And I'll tell you why. I've seen some people try to do it with a knife, a fork. It's very dangerous. There's actually small utensils that they sell that you can use to pull the coconut meat out. So what I do is I use an ice cream scooper. Has a duller edge. So it's not very dangerous. Plus it gives me enough pressure to get between the coconut meat and the hard outer shell. So inside the coconut meat, there's a little bit of brown stuff on the outside, the thin film, and that's actually quite okay to put through the juicer. So what you want to do is just a little pressure, and this takes a second, just get between the meat and go around, and if it breaks, it's okay. And it should pop out. There we go. Oh, I got another little catch, and there we go. And it comes out, just like that. The shell can go in your garden, can be composted very easily. Now this is the coconut meat. This is what I'm going to extract. This thin brown skin on the outside, perfectly healthy to run through there. It's gonna give you an extra dose of fiber. Nothing wrong with that. And all we're gonna do is just simply break up our coconut meat so it fits through our juicer. Now, the coconut water can either get strained and use this coconut water, or I could pour it just like this through the juicer because anything that's floating here is gonna get separated out, okay? So that's the first part. Let me do this last one here. We want to get enough Piña Colada mix. There we go. That's our shells. And again, this just gets broken up. Just squeeze it right in your hand. Goes right in the juicer. This is going to make fantastic coconut milk. You can actually do this for baking recipes too that call for coconut milk or desserts. It's a great way to know where your product is coming from. So, second thing we're going to do, let me move the coconut water out of the way. I may drink that with the staff later. Fresh pineapples, just in from Hawaii. This is the season for them. So what we're gonna do is just trim them a little bit on the bottom. And I'm gonna trim off the top. Now, if you're entertaining at home, these are great to have around the tables as a party decoration. All you have to do with the pineapple is very simple. Let's peel it down just past the eyes. These are great for compost. These are great if you have chickens on a small farm or small holding. Toss these to your chickens and watch them go nuts. This is actually really, really fun. Now, when I juice my pineapple at home, the one thing, these are going into compost by the way, the one thing that I don't do is I don't take out the core. Now, a lot of people when they're cutting pineapple, they remove the center core. I run that right through my juicer. Not only is it strong enough to do that, but I'm gonna get the nutritional benefits and the fiber that are in the core. So all I'm gonna do again, piece is small enough to fit through the masticator. It's not very difficult. If you have some extra skin, let's just pop that off. And just make sure that we're going to cut this in the pieces that'll fit through the juicer. And then we're going to turn the juicer on. It's actually a pretty quiet unit, very powerful. My son enjoys using this at home. We juice all kinds of stuff. We make his juice that he has for breakfast in the morning. It's amazing. So very simple. We're going to turn this on. We're going to start with the pineapples. We have the press on here that we could use if we want. And this will just go simply right through. One side's going to come out the fiber. The other side's going to come out the juice. If you notice on the Nutri-Master, we have the closing tab. What that does is allows me to blend two different juices. Some people think it's just for holding it while you're grinding, but that's not true. That's not what I use it for. If we just took out the pineapple juice, you'll see there it comes. But if I leave that in there and then I add my coconut, this will actually blend the coconut and the pineapple juice together. And that's something that I really like. So here goes the pineapple juice, goes in. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. That's what juicing's all about. And look at the pulp that comes out. The amazing thing about the pulp that comes out of the Nutri-Master, look how dry it is. And again, this is great for compost. Certain vegetables that you juice, like carrots, you can save the pulp, put in your carrot bran muffins. Amazing. Also, again, my crazy chickens, they love this stuff. But if you don't have chickens, put in your compost. At least do that. So again, pineapple goes in, and then we're going to get to the coconut. This goes slow and low. That's why I like it. Doesn't heat up the juice. Traditional juicers that spin high RPMs actually create heat. Heats up the juice. That's not what we want. We don't want to heat it up because when you heat it up, it starts oxidation. You're going to lose some of the nutrients. So let's keep it cool, and that's what the slow juicer is good at, and let's do that. I have a pitcher of ice over here, and what I'm going to show you how to do is as I'm mixing this, because I have a lot of pineapple here, I'm going to start with the pineapple right in my pitcher. And that looks good already. That's a summertime drink right here for kids. Pineapple juice is amazing for you. So you can see this here. Now let's do the coconut meat. And again, the brown skin on the outside is completely harmless. It's actually full of fiber. There's nothing wrong with it. And these small pieces are going to go through. We just put them through nice and slow, and you're going to see them start coming out as the most amazing white, creamy looking coconut milk. And again, in our test kitchen, we actually do this when we have a recipe that calls for coconut milk. We use a Nutri-Master. We slow juice it, make our own coconut milk. It's that easy, guys. It really is. Just get these in. Start putting them through. Now look here. Here you go. This is the coconut fiber. See the brown bits? That was extracted. So all we're getting now, I'm going to close that so we can see a really nice shot of it. We're going to have pure coconut milk. It's the most amazing thing. And really, if you like PIna Coladas, I know it's a song, but if you do, this really makes a good one. But look at this fiber again. Again, birds in your yard, if you live in a place that you have a lot of birds that come in your yard, put this out. They go nuts over it. They really do. And also, chickens, and definitely put it in your compost, please. So let's get some more of this through here. So what this is doing with this technique that we developed at NuWave, this is slowly grinding down the fruit or the vegetables and pulling out the juice, pulling out the pulp, just separating them. That's simple. Without overheating them, that's the key. And then I'll show you one more trick. What I do at home, when I'm juicing, when I do carrots or other vegetables with my son, when I want to clean out the machine to get the last of the juice out of there, I'll take some good bottled water and I'll put a splash in there, and then I'll open the valve again and let it bring out all the extra juice that's in there. Now, with the coconut milk, what we'll do as a little side trick, we're actually going to take our coconut water and we're going to put it through to pull out the rest of the coconut milk. Just break these up into small enough pieces that'll fit. That's it, guys. This is the easiest thing in the world to do. And summertime friends coming over to your home are going to realize that you went the extra mile, didn't take too much effort, and it was worth it. So let's take a look here. Here's the coconut water I'm putting back in. And that's that. You're going to see this is going to come out filtered and beautiful. Look at all this coconut coming out. This could actually, again, there's no reason that this coconut fiber cannot be used in your favorite coconut recipe. Absolutely. That's what we do here in the test kitchen. Let's get the last of the pineapple coconut. Look how white that beautiful water is. Pure coconut milk. That's amazing. So now we're going to give a healthy shot of rum. This is for about 4 people. That's about 3.5 ounces of rum for 4 good drinks. Okay? Put this away. We're going to cut a lime. We'll cut a couple of slices for garnish. Keep those. Compost. And this, I'm gonna squeeze it right in here and leave it. Close the lid. Beautiful coconut milk. Look at that. And this is our summertime Piña Colada mix. Homemade pineapple juice, homemade coconut, fresh limes. We're gonna have one heck of a summer over here at NuWave, guys. I promise you that. Check out our website, find us on Facebook, come say hello, send us a recipe, and certainly send us a picture of your Piña Colada party.